Hey guys, it's the Virgo reading. I know you guys are ready. Okay. So I'm reporting live over here, you guys. This is the tarot news. No, but all seriousness, I am going to be holding this little recorder just for the sound because my camera doesn't get the best sound. So that's why I'll be holding this little thing here. So yeah, real quickly, this is a general reading for Virgo. Okay, so it's going to be for July 1st through July 16th. It's a general reading. It can cover anything from love, work, friends, family, health, etc. So always take it how it resonates for you if it does. And also, all readings that I do are timeless. So even though it has the original timestamp of July 1st through the 16th, it can resonate, let's say, 6 months in the past, 6 months in the future, 3 months, 2 days, a week, whatever it is. Hopefully you get what I'm saying. All readings are timeless, all right? Now, real quickly here, Virgo, I pulled all of your cards and they're on a little table, not on camera. But like I always say, if you see my channel before, that I will be posting a picture, one photo of all the cards at the very end. If you want to pull it up while you watch or listen or look at it at a later date, it will be there for you. What else was I going to say? Yes, if you're new, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. Yes, also I wanted to say that if you're not a Virgo sun, moon, or even Venus Virgo, okay, this reading may still resonate for you as we all have all 12 signs throughout our zodiac. So I always encourage everybody, if you haven't already, to get like a basic free birth chart online. And you can do that even without a birth time. You can get a pretty decent one. Okay, so this reading may resonate for you even if, like I just said, you don't have, those certain placements, strong placements in Virgo. You could have it in other placements throughout your chart. All right, so real quickly, let's do your little astrology notes. Okay, this will be also in the description box below. And there's a website link there too. You can see all the astrology from January of this year all the way to December if you want to look ahead or look in the past. Okay, so the first thing, okay, I'm looking at the wrong one. Here we go. The first thing we have coming up is on July 1st. It's the last quarter moon. Okay, and then on July 3rd, Jupiter, remember I talked about before, Jupiter goes into retrograde already started on June 20th, okay, and today's the 26th that I'm filming this, but Jupiter is basically quintiling Uranus, okay, so Uranus is in the ruler of Aquarius. It rules rebellious energy, technology, innovation, creative energy as well. Okay, so even though Jupiter is in retrograde, it's going to be kind of lining up with Uranus there on July 3rd, okay? Let's see what else here. Okay, moving forward on July 9th, we have the new moon in Cancer, okay? Since we are in Cancer season, so the new moon is always a good time for manifesting. You can do your magic at any time. I don't feel like there's set rules for anybody, but a lot of people will do manifesting energy in the new moon as it's building and getting bigger to the full moon. So July 9th might be a good period to look into that if you're interested. And then moving forward on July 11th, we have Mercury enters Cancer, okay? So Mercury was in retrograde in Gemini during Gemini season, which was hard for some people, okay? Really hard for some people. So thank God, I feel like a lot of people on July 11th are going to feel a breath of fresh air as Mercury enters into Cancer, and it is direct, okay? So actually, we went out of Mercury retrograde on June 22nd, but the shadow period goes till about July 6th, and then here we go, July 11th, Mercury enters Cancer, okay? So, it comes with its, hold on one second, there's an airplane. It's further enough away. So yeah, Cancer comes with its own, different intense periods, just like Gemini. But it will be, like I said, more of a breath of fresh air because it's now direct and it's in a whole different sign. All right, moving forward, we only have 2 left. Okay, so on July 14th, Pallas Athena is what it's called, okay? It's an asteroid, it's not a planet, but it's going into retrograde, all right? And when this comes up, it asks you to look over in the past, if you made any decisions without making organized plans before, how that turned out for you. And so it's basically asking you to use your intellect in making decisions and then slowly acting upon them, okay? They call it Pallas Athena. There's like a famous statue actually in Athens. I can't remember where, okay? But Athena represents talents, the arts, wisdom, defense, intuition, justice, and like artisan kind of talents as well, okay? So basically when Pallas Athena goes into retrograde, it could have some stuff that comes up from last year. The last time that Pallas was in retrograde was May 18th through September 5th. So there could be some things that you need to go over again from that time period, or some things are all finally coming together around those themes of last year. All right, but it's just a quick note to think about. All right, and then the last one here, guys, is on July 15th. Chiron goes into retrograde. So Chiron is the wounded healer, right? It's our soft underbelly. It's our vulnerable side that we don't show to everybody. Chiron is all about healing and healing past wounds, okay? So it's going into retrograde on July 15th. The last time this happened last year was from July 11th, 2020 to December 13th, 2020, okay? So again, it could be going back over issues from the past. If something wasn't healed all the way, if there was some type of spiritual infection, as we say, right? Or again, things are finally culminating around some type of healing for you. This is something to pay attention to. But anyway, with all that being said here, Virgo, let's get into your reading. I am very excited. It looks like a good reading for you here today. So I also want to just explain, I know you can't see the cards right now, but if you do click in the description box below and follow the instructions, you can get to the photo that I'll be posting. And so you can always pull that up while you watch or listen, or just look at a later time here, okay? But basically, the first row is energy starting around July 1st, okay? The first week of July and the first weekend of July. And then the second row of the main 6 cards in the middle is the second week and second weekend of July, okay? It's pretty straightforward. And then after we go through those 6 cards, we'll go through the confirmation cards and also what's on the top and the bottom of the 2 decks as it comes up, as my spirit guides tell me to talk about those things. And then at the very end, I do 3 little oracle cards if you're still there, okay? Or if you're interested in that. Not everybody wants to do the oracle cards. But anyway, also one more thing too, Virgo, if this isn't your energy, it could be the energy of a person or people you're dealing with, organization, or just your general environment situation that's happening for you. All right, but your first card here is the King of Swords in the upright position. Okay, so I'm going to hold it up from here. I'm sure you probably won't be able to see it, but again, that's why I'm going to be posting the photo. Okay, so the King of Swords energy is a very confident energy. It's all about authority, about feeling support around you, having mental clarity, okay, and having your emotions in control. Your emotions aren't ruling you because you're balancing your emotions with your mental and your intellect side, okay? So this is a really nice energy that you could be starting out with here this month here, Virgo. Okay, and because Virgo, you tend to be an earth sign, you like stability, you like organization, right? And you don't like clutter, right? It's almost like you don't have any mental clutter at the beginning of this month, and that's a really beautiful energy here for you. What other things was I going to say? Yeah, that's pretty much it for the King of Swords. All right, and then here, going into your second card, Virgo. You do have a little bit of a blockage here, okay? This could be happening like midweek, but it could, again, it's a general reading, happen at different times for different people. But you have the 9 of Swords upright, okay? So you go from the King of Swords to the 9 of Swords. So the 9 of Swords, okay, all the swords here represent anxiety, worry, overthinking, staying up late at night, lower vibrational energies, exhaustion, and even depression. You go completely down that way, okay? It happens to all of us at some point. So this is just a reminder to get those things back into balance, to get that mental clarity that you had at the beginning of the reading, because there's still a little bit of a blockage here. You could have made a lot of progress as far as your mental clarity so far, and that's why you started out with the King of Swords, but then there's a little trigger or a little bump in the road, you know, that kind of sets you back a little bit here. okay? But I feel like as soon as you put all that anxiety, worry, overthinking, staying up late at night, whatever, you put that down or you balance it out, right, that you will feel a lot better, all right? So going forward, before we get actually to your third card, I wanted to talk to you about what's on the top and the bottom of your ancestral path deck here. That's the main 6 cards, okay? So what was on the top is the King of Cups upright, and what was on the bottom was the 6 of Swords upright, okay? So anytime we talk about energy, you know, what's on the top and the bottom of each deck, this is energy from the recent past, why certain cards have shown up, right? And energy that could still be lingering around. So this is saying, Virgo, that in the recent past, there was possibly some type of emotional fulfillment, contentment, where you were happy about something, you felt a lot of support around you, you had, you know, worked really hard to get to a certain point, right? You were a king, you're the King of Cups. Anytime the cups are upright, that's an emotional contentment, fulfillment, okay? And he's sitting on his throne here. He has a book in the side, in his other hand, and the castle in the background, okay? So you're even in that King of Cups energy, you're the master of your domain, okay? So this is past energy, Virgo. But then again, with this 6 of Swords upright, this is basically saying that there was still a lot of too much up in your head, like mental energy, thinking, anxiety, worry, something going on there, or not getting enough sleep, okay, whatever it is, your mental wasn't balanced with your physical and your spiritual side, okay? So you see this in this card, in this deck, the 6 of Swords. It looks like a Japanese man, and he's meditating, and all the swords are behind him, and there's even a little river or pond behind him, like just like me, right? So that is the water in the tarot represents your unconscious and your emotions. So he's really trying to work at it here. And like I said, we already knew that because I said you had come to a certain point because you were at the King of Swords at the beginning of the reading, okay? And then you had that little bump in the road or a trigger, okay? And then you kind of went back to the 9 of Swords, all right? So that's just a little background, but let's keep going because you still have some really good cards here. All right, Virgo. So your third card here is the Temperance card in the reverse position. Okay, so this talks about, for some of you guys, having a lack of patience or a lack of just balance in general with something. Okay, so we were already talking about the balance between your mental, physical, and your spiritual side. Okay, so that's definitely represented again here. Also wanted to say that you have Taurus on the deck, and you also have Sagittarius, okay? Since this is the Temperance card, is the Sagittarius card. So for some of you, you could be dealing with the Sagittarius, have a lot of Sagittarius in your chart, or it could mean nothing. But I just wanted to call out, you know, what I saw there. If you're more interested, when again you look at the photo of all the cards, you can also do your own research and see if there's any other signs there. But that's the major energy I see so far in your reading, is that Taurus Sagittarius energy. All right, but anyway, going back to this, it's just a lack of patience, a lack of balance, okay? So normally when the Temperance card is right side up, it's a woman with one foot on the land and one foot in the water, okay? And she's pouring water back and forth between these two cups, okay? And so it's all about the balance and the shifting of energies, the yin and the yang, the positive, the negative, right? But when she's in the reverse, it's something is off here, okay? And it could just be, again, something to deal with patience, okay? Because the Temperance card is also patience. So you could be frustrated maybe in the first week to the first weekend in July about something in Virgo. But we'll know more when we get into your confirmation cards. But moving forward, your fourth card here is the 10 of Cups in reverse, okay? So this is, again, something could be upsetting you as far as your emotional fulfillment, your happiness, your contentment in some way, okay, because it is in reverse. Also, 10 is a combination, right? So you think of 1 through 10. We got some doggies back here competing over here with the tarot, but doggies always win, as I know, and cats. But anyway, so there could also be, for some of you guys, this energy of not, it could be a self-sabotage energy, not wanting to move up in your workplace or move up in the next stage of a relationship or a friendship, or even with family, a deeper level with family. Maybe somebody's resisting that. It could be you, Virgo, or another person, right? When we talk about the 10 in reverse, the 10 of cups in reverse. But it's mainly also, it could just be some type of celebration is put on hold here as well. But it's really just a feeling of not being all the way happy with something, okay? And again, that could have something to do with that lack of patience we just talked about with the temperance in reverse. Now moving forward, you have the Hierophant upright as your 5th card, okay? So the Hierophant is that Taurus energy we were talking about before, showing up here in your reading. You could be dealing with a Taurus, have a lot of Taurus in your chart, or they could, or it means nothing, right? But the Hierophant is all about an energy of looking to a mentor, a spiritual guru, a priest, a teacher, okay, somebody. It could talk about leadership qualities that a lot of people look up to you, or you're looking to a mentor, a spiritual guru, another person to help you with something going on in your life, okay? But this is also about schools, school organizations related to teaching and learning, okay? For some of you, there could be a message, a particular message about that as well. But it's a really nice energy, and it's a nice break, you know, coming off of the 10 of Cups in reverse here for you, Taurus, okay? So I really like this, and this could be happening for you more towards the second week of July or second weekend of July here. All right. Now moving forward. Now your 6th card here, and this happens to all of us sometimes in our readings, right, and in life in general, is that it's almost like you took 2 steps forward and then 1 step back, okay? Because your last card here in the main 6 is the 5 of Swords upright. So I really feel like, since it's underneath the Temperance card in reverse, okay, the 5 of Swords talks about not focusing enough on the present moment, okay? So either over-focusing on the past, or focusing and stressing and worrying too much about what's to happen in the future, okay, as well. So this also has the energy of competing with yourself, competing with others, not knowing when you've won something. It definitely has a defensive energy to it as well. Okay, so again, the swords are reversed here for you, and normally you want them right side up for, excuse me, for the mental clarity. Sorry. All right. But I do feel like a lot of times when we get the cards that aren't the best, it can be a catalyst or a fuel to have more positive things happen in the future. So I already know, and we'll get into it right now, your confirmation cards, you have some really good cards. So let's get into it right now. Where are we? Here we go. All right, it's a little windy here, so I had to put some stuff on the cards. Your first confirmation card is the 8 of Swords upright. Your second confirmation card is the 8 of Wands in reverse, and your last confirmation card is the Queen of Pentacles upright. All right, so we'll go in order here. The energy of the Queen of Swords upright is feeling trapped about something, and again, this is past energy, Virgo, that we already talked about, where you had a lot of mental anxiety, worry, overthinking. You weren't seeing something clearly. She's blindfolded in this card as well. Okay, and so when this energy comes in, past energy, it's confirming the King of Swords and upright and the 10 of Cups in reverse. So this is, you use this as a fuel in the past before, that feeling of feeling trapped, not seeing things clearly, and being too stuck in your mental. So then, Virgo, you transformed yourself and you found that mental clarity with the King of Swords upright, and you were able to start manifesting and balancing your emotions and moving forward, okay? So it's like you move forward, and then the 10 of Swords in reverse, you move backwards a little bit, okay? But again, that happens, and everybody's progress, sorry, there's an airplane. Progress is different, everybody's timeline is different, but like I said, you take 2 steps forward maybe and then 1 step back here, okay? But yeah, we're just confirming what we kind of already talked about here. So let's go forward, and then your second confirmation card, right, is the 8 of Wands in reverse. reverse, okay? So this could be saying that that you possibly in the past were waiting for a communication from someone, or you were going to give a communication to someone, or just a general opportunity from the universe you were waiting for possibly, okay? And either it didn't come through, it was put on hold, or it wasn't well received. And with that also too, it was so pretty as a butterfly. I'm like, hey, Grandma Spirit. Yeah, the Native Americans believe that Grandma Spirit is the butterfly and the spider. But anyway, you know, you were possibly, Virgo, thinking that this communication also could have thrown off your instincts. Like maybe it didn't feel right to you. Again, it wasn't well received, or it was put on hold, or something with your instincts here, your intuition. Because normally when this Eight of Wands is upright, you see these wands coming in really fast, and there's deer and they're startled in the forest, and that's your instinct, right? So maybe something you thought was going to startle you, or you thought it was going to startle somebody else and it didn't, or you were waiting for this, you know, opportunity from the universe to come in, and maybe it didn't come in yet. It was put on hold or wasn't well received. All right. But anyway, however it resonates for you, since it is a general reading. But this Eight of Wands in reverse is confirming the Nine of Swords upright and the Hierophant upright. Okay. So let me just grab them here 1 second. So yeah, with this Nine of Swords in the upright position, right, that's the anxiety, worry, overthinking, staying up late at night. Okay, so it could be this is what was stressing you out during these first 2 weeks here, excuse me, Virgo, in July, that this is what was really causing you a lot of stress here. But then the thing that can help you and take away your stress in some way, right, not all the way, of course, nothing is an easy fix, but there could be, again, the Hierophant energy of the teacher, the mentor, the friend, the spiritual guru, the priest, you know, whatever it may be for you. Okay, that could really help you bring you out of that energy and to talk with someone about why possibly your instincts were off in some way. Okay, so it's always good to call upon your support system, whatever it is, friends, family, mental health care worker, or all of the above, or whatever it is for you. Okay, but let's keep going forward. So finally, like I was saying, you have as your last confirmation card, really beautiful, this is the Queen of Pentacles upright. Okay, she is very abundant. Okay, she's creative, she's passionate. All right, she's actually, her throne is sitting, resting against a tree. Okay, so her roots, she's firmly grounded. Okay, she has a lot of stable energy, and since you are an earth sign, Virgo, that could be a really nice relief for you. And this is happening again, maybe towards the end of the first 2 weeks of July. But anyway, she's very abundant. She's holding her pentacle here, right? So pentacles is not just money. It's being abundant is whatever you want to bring into your life. So you could be starting your own business, moving. You could be moving to a next stage in a relationship or a job or whatever it is, or a deeper level of a friendship with friends or family, or whatever it is you're trying to manifest in your life. Okay, that is the Queen of Pentacles energy here. So really nice for you. Like I said, it more happens, you know, after we go through a little couple of bumps, but it all is divine timing, as I say. But when this Queen of Pentacles energy is confirming the Temperance in reverse, this is kind of saying, don't be scared of being patient, Virgo, right? Because you really want to